What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, so here is what we're doing. We're going to be doing the Vega Showcase. I'm going to show you guys what I've done with him so far. I have not been able to max him out because I don't have enough of the boost stones, but we have an SSS version here at 929k. So let's talk about Vega. Everything that he is, his skills, his car, his vehicles. We're going to put him into a boss fight and try to see how he does with the bleed team, and then we're going to try just the regular team to see how he performs from a DPS perspective against bosses, because I think that's where he's going to shine the most. So first thing foremost, he has an Infernal faction advantage against Master, he is an agility user, he is an assassin class, and he has ninjutsu, which gives him 10 defense, which blows my mind of why the hell they even have these in here, but we're in there. First thing I want to point out real quick though, guys, if you do his trial, you actually will get rewards here, as you can see. They've all been claimed already. So that's going to be the limited trial event. That's what that is. So don't be mistaken between this and that. They're no different. If you do the trial event, you'll get it. I'll show you guys the Chun-Li one later. So I went ahead and got his +2 everywhere, except for this one doesn't have Infernal. I got 3 levels, so not maximized on his gear fully. Best thing for him is going to be either Broken Formation or it's going to be Martial. So one of the two are probably going to be the most suitable for him. I've got his Fighting Spirit to 25, but we can go through it. So Mass Noble, Sublime Bleed ends up being 12 seconds instead of 10. His assist is essentially has a 20% chance to inflict bleed when somebody does a any type of damage with combo 3. When Flying Barcelona is unleashed, Lacerate is inflicted on all enemies for 15 seconds. During this period, every time the enemy takes bleed damage, they will also take additional 10% damage of Vega's attack, and this is why I want to build a bleed team to see how he actually does. And then at level 20, he Sublime Bleed now lasts for 15 seconds instead of 12, and then this 31 is extremely important. Target afflicted with Lacerate lose HP from bleed 150% more quickly. Then the duration of bleed is not affected though. Okay, so this one would be incredible because the damage would scale way faster, but unfortunately I only have 25. I'll try to get him to 30. His bonds are going to be Trendy Cammy, Jury, Chun-Li, as we know, the famous Sour Scene, and Abel. It's a really odd one. Again, they always have an odd one in there in my opinion, unless there's some history that I don't know about, so you guys can inform me. Alright, let's go through his garage. Now, as you guys can see here, I got 6 cards. I used my 6 chests specifically for him. So the 3 of 3 is when Vega hits an enemy with Sublime Bleed and a melee attack. He has a 30% chance to generate a Hurricane that deals 120% AoE damage to all enemies. His 6 of 6, melee attacks by all other allies have the same chance to generate a Hurricane as well. So I'm curious to see how much AoE damage can be generated here, because if other people are attacking as well, we're getting Hurricanes. It's a freaking tornado happening here, okay? So skills. We kind of talked about this. Beautiful Slash, leaps into the air, slashes twice, dealing damage equal to 564 of attack, plus 20% of the HP already lost by the target, and also inflicts 1 bleed. Level 2, it increases the percentage. Level 3, it increases the amount of attack percentage rather than 200. Max will be 240, okay? Combo 2, leaps into the air enemy and claws 3 times, dealing 420% of damage, and also increases dodge. This one just increases attack and dodge here. You're not going to use him for this at all, by the way, unless he's like the last unit left. And then 3, Flying Barcelona, this is what he's all about. Slashes nearest enemy 5 times, dealing 567% of attack. Also inflicts damage equal to 30% of lost HP this time, capped at 400% attack, and does Sublime Bleed. Increases damage to 652, and this time increases to 480 instead of 400, okay? Sublime Bleed, subject loses 2% of HP every second, up to 20% attack worth in total. Effect lasts 10 seconds and stacks up to 3 times, alright? This originally would have lasted for 10 seconds, now it lasts for 12 seconds, okay? Because we got the, 15 seconds now because we get the FS20, okay? Now, that's essentially him in a nutshell for his skills. Let's actually take him into a fight. Now, I want to build a bleed team. Okay, so I just got to remember real quick. I know for a fact that Bizang has bleed. I believe Dudley has bleed as well. I have to double check this real quick. Let me just check, guys. Grave injury. Grave injury and stun. Maybe he doesn't have bleed. Maybe it's Adon that has bleed. I think it's Adon, sorry. Let's go back here. Where's Adon? Adon. Skills. Who has bleed? There we go. Chance to inflict bleed. So we're going to do 3 units here, okay? We're going to test out 3 units, and we're going to see how they do in a guild fight. So we're going to go to guild, this boss here, and I just want to see his damage, okay? That's mainly what I'm trying to test here. So we're going to go ahead and toss in Vega in this battle. We're going to take F Blanca out. We'll leave MH Ken there as the main tank. We'll take out Bison. We'll throw in Bizang for an extra bleed. So let's put Ken here. And I wanted to put a Dawn. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put a Dawn in anyways. We're just going to see, again, how his bleed works out, okay? So now in terms of assists here, I'm going to actually put in Chun-Li for more crit. And actually, you know what? Maybe I'll do Sea Viper here. And Cammy will take over. You know what, actually? Maybe Guile. Guile will be better for Saber. I think Saber with Bleed would be kind of cool. I'm going to test that out. And we're going to put in Cammy, where's OG Cammy, in for... Another good option here would probably be Rose as well, right? So we're going to go single, single. So no, we're going to switch this up here. We're going to go this, and this, okay? So we're going to try to stack some bleed here, guys, and see what happens. I'm curious to see if this actually has a decent effect. So we'll start this battle off. I'm going to go ×1 speed. The way this enemy works is they do massive AoE, so I'm hoping I can dodge at least some of this. Let's go ×1. I don't know if anybody here has... Oh, you know what? Let me exit. Sorry, guys. Nobody has fast chant on. I got to do that first. Let's go back here. Fighter. Bizang. I'll put fast chant on Bizang. Change this to fast chant. We need somebody to have it. So let's take it out of Sakura here. There. Somebody has fast chant. You got to have that when you do this fight. Okay. Let's go into here. Now let's try that again. That's okay. We can spend some coins for showcases. Okay, we did this all. Okay, this is the bleed team now. So let's just see how much bleed damage we can pull off, okay? Again, he's not maxed out. This team isn't the most maxed out team at all in terms of what I have player-wise, but we're going to test it out. Okay, so there is going to be a bleed coming up shortly. We should see AoE hurricanes as well once in a while. So see if you guys can spot those, okay? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start doing some auto damage. Okay. So you can see bleeds up there. There's 2 bleeds. And one of them is Sublime for sure. I don't know which one though. It doesn't unfortunately tell us. But let's see how much damage I can pull off with Vega with all these bleeds on here. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to die anytime. Yeah, Vega already died. Okay. That's awful. Okay, so this is going to be a bust, but we'll try again here. Okay, I'm going to go ×2 speed now. Since you guys kind of saw some of that, we're going to go ×2 speed. Or maybe ×4 and just catch up. Let's do a little catch up here, okay? I might take away a Dawn and put Elena back in. Or no, actually no. I might keep a Dawn and take Bizang out because I need Elena's heal to keep him up. Okay, let's watch this again. So bleed. This time, oh there it is, right there. Sublime bleed. Okay, that's that one right there. The one with the little rose, the little icon on the bottom. There's the hurricanes. You saw that hurricane there? Okay, there's the hurricane. We saw that. There's another one. Okay, so we're gonna actually finish this battle. Even if Vega dies, we're gonna go ahead and finish this, guys. I want to see how much he still gets even when he dies. There's another stack of it right there. Yeah, he's probably gonna die very soon with this next AoE. This is a bad boss to test on, to be honest, because this boss is just massive AoE nonstop. But at least we can test out a little bit of the damage and see how much he pulls off. It would have been better if it was like Ixol or Orsis. Those bosses are much easier to work on. So we'll ×4 this now, just to move it along, okay? Okay, let's see what we got. I'm assuming score will never be nowhere near close as much as Bizang. Okay, so that's really, really bad. Stats-wise, 16 million. Yeah, not a very good score at all. So let's see skill stats here. Flying Barcelona did the most. Yeah, not very good. So this is not a good example of a showcase. Let's go back and do something else. What can I think of here that can do a good showcase? It has to be... is Meg Zang gave up? Yes, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this real quick. This is my damage currently with C Cameo, okay? We're going to challenge this boss, and this time I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do Elena, we're going to keep in there. I'll keep Ken in there. I'm going to take... let's take Vega in instead of Cammy. So C1, C2, C2. Okay, we'll keep it this way. And then we'll do Bison... No, Ken is fine there, and we're going to do... Yeah, Cammy's fine there. Okay. We're going to test this out instead, okay? Let's see if this works. This is not a bleed team, so bleed team didn't work very well at all. So we're going to see if Vega can hold his own just by being there and doing his own bleeds and sublime bleeds, okay? And we're going to go straight from the get-go. Let's go here. Okay, I'll do ×1 just for now, so you guys can kind of see what's happening. There's a tornadoes. You guys saw that. You can see up here the bleeds right there and there. Right? So 2 different kinds of bleeds going on. And then there's healing. There's another tornado. Okay. Go. More bleeds right there. 1, 2. I don't know which one's sublime though. It doesn't really show. I think actually no. That one's. I think that one's sublime right there. The one with the three dots. I should have checked the icon. I forgot to check that. So we'll see what the difference is between Trendy Cammy and Vega, for example. Right now, keep in mind, Trendy Cammy is built for bosses, and she has insane amount of shock damage that comes through. So we'll see bleed versus shock in this case, and I think shock is going to win, and her 6-car passive is way crazier than this. So he may be a more of a strictly PvE unit. There we go, guys. Okay, so that's the end of the battle. Let's see how much damage we pulled off. So 932 was my last one with Trendy Cammy. 683. So way different in damage. Still pretty good, 379, right? But this is including his ultimate. So his main skill, of course, is Barcelona. But yeah, he is not at SSS, at least he's nowhere near close with 6 cars. Not FS30 though. I think that's a big difference there. He's not bad, but he's not the greatest. So there's that damage, okay? And you guys have seen my other damage before. If I read this again, it's going to end up being the same damage again. If you guys haven't seen the other damage before, here, I'll do it for you real quick. Where's Trendy Cammy? Okay, so watch this damage now in comparison. Right, this is just an example. So this is going to show you if he's even worthwhile having. I'm just going to go right through this as fast as I can, okay? We're not going to bother even watching this. We'll just times 4 it. And you guys can see the difference between a boss unit such as Trendy Cammy. Now, if there is a boss that will come out, like the Spider Boss, for example, is going to... Vega will destroy that Spider Boss, the guild boss, right? But this specific boss here... Oh, I died, hold on. Blanca can't die. Blanca dies, it's useless. But if it's going to be a non-bleed boss, he's not going to be that useful. You can tell his damage doesn't scale well enough here, and bleed is not a good enough of a debuff on bosses. So I don't think he's going to be a must-have unit. So for those guys who are like, is he a must-have or not? Absolutely not. He's just a luxury unit, just like Akuma was, even though Akuma was like 10 times better. Definitely not a must-have unit, so don't worry about it if you guys are planning to skip him, or if you don't have the currency, you're really not missing out on like an OP unit of any sort. He's decent, right? He's going to be an off unit that you'll use in some cases, but for the most part, if you already have good single target damage dealers like T-Cammy, you're set. You're not missing out on a lot. So don't worry, guys. No big deal. Okay, let's just see how much damage. Like, I'll show you here the difference, right? Okay, so let's... And I didn't even finish the whole fight there, so... Look at that. Look at the difference in damage. Look at the difference in damage, okay? So, there you guys have it. I just want to show you that Vega Showcase. Not that good of a unit. He's okay. If you really love him, you're going to go for him. If you don't, meh, you're not really missing out. Alright guys, it's Payne. Hope you guys enjoyed the showcase, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.